Hi guys, welcome to the Alpha Elite podcast. Got myself, Bryn, Josh, the Machine, Keen.
The Machine.
So today's subject we're going to talk about is entitlement, and this is something that Josh brought up to me the other day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand over to Josh to explain a little bit about what it is and what he's seen and why we've brought it up as a subject for today's podcast.
Yeah, so entitlement. So I spoke to obviously Paul about it, and it was after seeing the whole Lizzo thing, the whole I am the beauty standard. And whilst you can be happy in your own skin, I think promoting or saying that it's okay to be X or be, don't mean clinically morbid, I'm not a doctor, obese, isn't exactly something to strive for. You know what I mean? I think taking away people's like goals and ambitions, saying, "Oh, be happy as you are." Yes, be happy as you are, but you don't need to be, I don't know, 20 odd stone or whatever. Morbidly obese. You know what I mean? Obviously I know we're a fitness podcast as well, but I just think you can't just proclaim yourself to be something when the majority would disagree with you. You know, like if I was like, "Oh, I'm fucking 9 foot tall," it's like, well, no, I'm not. I'm literally not 9 foot tall. So you can't proclaim yourself to be something you're not, and you can't promote something. And also, I know she's got fans who will be loving it and everything, but like she's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure on a doctor, like she is like clinically or morbidly or whatever it's going to be. She is obese.
On a BMI, where these class is morbidly obese, and she's unhealthy. She's a risk on herself.
And you don't get like that from eating chicken and rice 6 times a day. Like it's obviously a bad diet, bad health choices, bad choices in general, lack of exercise, lack of movement. To get like, you don't just, that's not 1 year, that's not 2 years, that's very much a lifetime of abuse to your body, and your joints are going to have a toll on it, your heart, your organs, you know what I mean, build up of fatty deposits all around the body. Ultimately, you're going to become a big health risk. Now, I know this is obviously skepticism, but she has just cancelled a concert.
Okay.
That could be because of a cough, cold, flu, whatever, but do you know what I mean? It's like, it could be anything. It could have been something to do with that, we don't know. It's obviously skepticism, but this whole entitlement thing, you can't just proclaim yourself to be something just because you deem it so. Be happy in your skin, but
this setting the whole I am now the beauty standard. You're not the beauty standard. You don't see 50 of them on Milan Catwalk on Fashion Week. Mm-hmm. It isn't the beauty standard. And you know, my own personal opinion is that this kind of behaviour is tolerated and allowed to be gotten away with. These self-proclaimed like people making out these falsely claims. It's because people are not like frightened to have an opinion these days. Like you can't have an opinion because you might upset someone or you might offend someone. Yeah. Or well, do you know what? You're entitled to have an opinion. I have an opinion and I think you're overweight. I don't think you're attractive. Is it going to offend someone? Probably. But it's my fucking opinion. I'm entitled to it. That's what I think of you. You might think I'm a short arse. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
Paul is a short arse. Paul is a short arse. We love you. No, I think. Sorry, I was just going to say. No, this isn't attack on plus size people or fat people. It's not an attack on you at all. Like I think plus size models are actually like they're shapely. They do train and they have a conscious diet. They might be bigger than the normal model, but they actually are conscientious about food choices and they do go to the gym and train. And yes, they look a certain way, but it's not against like plus size people. It's against like if you're genuinely your doctor's saying I'm really sorry, but you are like morbidly obese, then like you should be doing something about it, not proclaiming to the world that you're the beauty standard. Like you're obviously. There's somebody out there for everyone, and somebody or a lot of people are going to find Lizzo attractive. There's no doubt about that. But that doesn't mean that you are.
She's not a standard. She's not.
You're not the standard.
And the whole entitlement. Like, I agree with everything that you're saying there about you know, curvier models and plus size models and this and the other. And I think that's amazing because it's promoting like positive body image. Everybody's a different shape and a size, you know, and everybody's beautiful in their own way. And you should be proud of who you are and what you are and be comfortable in your own skin. And that's great. But there's a difference between being curvy and healthy and being morbidly obese and a risk to yourself. And you can't, if you're in the public eye, you should not be promoting that kind of image to younger, more influential followers. And then like things like we were talking about it the other day with regards to the plane, like someone that is her size,
yes,
she thinks that she should have 2 seats on a plane.
Oh yes, that woman. Yes, the story of the woman that again was like, I believe because I'm plus size, I'm entitled to 2 seats on a plane. It's like, well, no, because the majority of people don't take up 2 seats. No. The vast majority of people take up 1 seat, and
even Bryn, big guy, he's not taking up 2 seats.
You take up 1 seat,
it might be uncomfortable to sit next to him and this, that, and the other, but he doesn't go in and go, I'm 6'9" and I'm 26 stone. I'm having 2 seats. Well, you pay for a seat. No, I'm entitled to it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You're not entitled to anything. It's your choice to be like that. You accommodate to be like the normal people in the world are not like that.
No.
You're a minority. You're not entitled to be treated differently because you've let yourself go.
If you're bigger, for instance, I think Eddie Hall did a thing on it, and I think he just booked 2 seats or he booked the row out, which is like you should, but. You can't just say I'm this size, so I knew. If you're that size, then book 2 seats. Yeah. Just pay for 2 seats. Like if it's in the short haul journey and it's going to cost you anywhere up to £100, just book another seat to save because if you book 1 seat and you know you're going to spill over, you're going to ruin that
someone else's
flight journey for somebody else, and that person that might be their very first flight.
It might be the only holiday.
It might be the only holiday they can afford. And you're potentially going to ruin that passenger's experience, that travel experience, the beginning of the travel experience, because of life choices and because you can't be asked to book another seat. Like if you take up 2 seats, book 2 seats.
Yeah.
If you want to book a row out, book a row out. Flights aren't that expensive anymore.
You're not entitled to be treated any different. No. Not entitled.
Not at all.
You should.
There was another example is me and Maddie were at Alton Towers the other week, and it's the second time I've actually seen it now on the ride Air. I've not really seen it on other rides, so it's on Air. And it's maybe because of the design, maybe. But there was a lady who couldn't fit into the seat. Like she was sat in this seat and they couldn't lock it. They couldn't lock the seat down enough to lock her in.
She couldn't ride.
Yeah, so she obviously had to get out. And obviously, I'm sure the lady was embarrassed. And I'm certainly not trying to embarrass anybody. But surely, if there's any point in your life where you think, I should make a change, it's that point, there's got to be a wake-up call, hasn't there?
Yeah.
You can't just be like, oh, I'll go through life thinking that everything's okay, because it's not. And like, if you can't ride a ride because of your size, maybe...
He's dying to have a comment. Come on. Unleash the fury.
Fucking coming, guys.
Let's go.
Bryn's here. When you said that before, though, about rides and stuff like that,
you must struggle. Fucking
things. Right, mate. I've done it before, where like I went before. Yeah. So anyway, I went before. I've been through that shit. Like I've been to Peppa Pig World before with the kids. I swear to God, and like I've been on like roller coasters and stuff like that, and I've been told like, mate, you're just too big. Like, you're too damn big. But seriously though, you're too big. Like what's your chest at 56? Sorry, mate, you're not going to fit on this. You know what I mean? And I'm like, fucking hell, man. Like, why don't you make shit bigger for big people? Do you know what I mean? But I'm in the same category as fat people. Like, these big, oversized people that you're talking about, they can be from muscle to just pure fat.
You're the minority.
Yeah, I'm the minority, but do you know what? Suck it up, because I chose to be this way. I chose to be this strong. I chose to eat this much damn food, and I chose to work this out for this long. Yeah. But anyway, let's cut the bullshit. Let's get it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. I've got to say, honestly, right, this what's her name? Lizzo.
Lizzo, yeah.
So I've seen it, and personally, for me, the main thing is, as long as she's happy, it's coming.
You fell in love.
Yeah, I fell in love with you, Lizzo. I'm here for you, baby. No, but seriously though, as long as she's happy in herself, great, right?
Yes.
But what I have got to say is, if she's being some fake fucker, right, seriously now, guys, if she's being some fake fucker and she's like trying to promote this, I'm positive in my body and it's okay to be fat and all this shit, And then she actually goes away and she actually cries to herself and she's like, oh, I don't want to be this way. Oh, eating all this fucking shit food and stuff like that. And, you know, she's got all these health issues and stuff. Then it comes down to the fact that she is genuinely portraying being that person and being this way just because she wants to be famous. You know, another person that you could probably use as an example, like, look at Adele. Like, not to say that she pushed... She didn't push that in any way, by the way, guys, but, you know, she was a very big woman at the time. Not that level big, but she was still plus size, shall we say. Yeah. You know, had this amazing voice, lost all that weight, and then everyone's like, holy shit, where did Adele go? Because she's now this really skinny woman. So who knows, maybe this Lizzo may push this for now, because it's I've got loads of these overweight fans, let's say. You know, it's not like she's not stupid, you know. She's going to be surrounded by people that are going to be like, well, use what you've got, and then, you know, when it actually comes to the thing, it's like, well, actually, listen, I think you need to lose a bit of weight here, love, because your cholesterol's through the roof, or, you know, your heart's not going to stand this for so long. Let's lose a bit of weight, and then she loses loads of weight, and everyone's like, oh my god, you've done amazing. So I think it is very, you know, what's the word? It is very. It seems like somebody's behind her, like a publisher's behind her.
Very structured,
someone's advising her a little bit. That's what I would say. That's how I look at it. But I'm just sceptical as shit.
I think if you're going on about celebrity, there's quite a few celebrities that have lost weight suddenly. Like Rebel Wilson, she lost a lot of weight. Yep. Adele. I think I want to say Jonah Hill, but I don't think it's with maybe movies as well as.
He did it. And the guy from. My Name is Earl, you know, the big guy.
So all these people, like,
he did it for health reasons.
It's health reasons. I think there's WWE people as well that have got big and then got small. And it's like they do it because, and the strongman. I'm not sure of his name, but I know he went big. Terry Holland, right? Yeah, he's now like a bodybuilder type. His physique.
Yeah, lost all that weight.
And even then, you look at like Eddie Hall. Like he was obviously like 30 odd stone. I want to say 190 odd kilos, and then obviously he was told, I'm assuming, that he was going to knacker his body.
He said himself it was unhealthy. He did it for a purpose.
He's slimmed out a lot.
Yeah.
And he's done that because of his health. Because being bigger for long periods of time really, really does put a toll on your body. Like, obviously, for bodybuilders and strongman alike, when you put on a serious amount of muscle tissue or fat or whatever it be, fast, you notice it, right?
Yeah, puts your body under a lot of stress.
Yeah, obviously a plus size person, a normal person, is going to do it over gradually. Like, can be long periods. But for me, I know when I've gone through like a bulking phase, and you've put on, I know it sounds ridiculous, but obviously assisted, obviously, but use 10 kilos you could put on. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's all muscle. It's definitely not all muscle. But you put on like 10 kilos and you eat it. You
makes a big difference.
You really, like, you're struggling to wake up.
Get to that point where you can't walk the dogs and talk at the same time. You've got to do one or the other.
You're struggling, so you can't preach that it's good. As you said, be happy, 100% be happy,
but not unhealthy.
And don't promote being unhealthy, because that's not right. You don't need to be like unhealthy. Like, you can just make better choices.
I'm all for people being body positive and being comfortable in the skin and this, that, and the other, and you know that is a big thing. And you know, I think we touched on it on the last podcast, where like a lot of people are striving to achieve a look that they see on social media, which isn't even a look, because they're photoshopped and they're edited and this, that, and the other. So, and I do love this realism. We were talking a little bit about a fitness influencer that we know, and about how she does her social media content, and that she shows herself like as a real person, and she'll show her flaws and this, that, and the other, and that's good. She's a pretty girl. She's in good shape. She's got a good following, and she's showing people that, you know, she's normal.
Shout out Holly. Sorry.
One of my friends does that. She does all the influencing and stuff, and I think it's nice, because I think people do get sick of seeing all the shreddedness when you look your best. How about when you're not looking your best, or the old what you do for photos? Yeah. Because everyone does stuff for photos. If you're having a photo shoot, or if you're just taking photos of yourself, you're going to make yourself look the best. And I think having that alternate reality that everyone, when they sit down, has a roll or has a belly, and you're not all picture perfect.
The problem is people are under so much pressure to appear perfect that they don't want to. I said to you, didn't I? And we were talking about. I was like, well, I think we should just set up an Instagram account and just post normal daily life shit.
Yeah,
it's a selfie.
Getting out of the shower, the weird angle.
It does come down to. I just think people want to know in their heads and see, people that they, I don't know, maybe respect their opinion. They want to see what's socially acceptable. Mm-hmm. So, for example, like we've just said, shout out Holly. We've just said, I genuinely think with that person, Holly.
Just say a name.
Just say a name. I don't know a second name. But anyway, yeah. So I think by somebody doing that, and people are looking at it and going, oh, she's attractive, she's this, she's that. She's trained, she's got potentially a life together, all that stuff. They find inspiration from that person, But then in the same breath, she's showing her legs off where she's got hair on them. She's
showing she's a real person.
Showing her she's a real person.
Yeah.
Word of the day, relatable.
Yeah.
She's relatable. She's a real person. She's not this cartoon character online that's trying to be an influencer. She's a genuine real person, So I think stuff like that's what the world needs to see more of.
I think Bryn has had his Weetabix this morning, everybody.
It's that word of the day. Toilet paper's doing wonders for him.
Wankers. Yeah. So I think somebody like that, they need to be pushed more because they need to have 1 million followers, not these.
They're the ones that should be.
Yeah, they're the ones that need to be thinking.
They haven't got this sense of entitlement either. They don't. Yeah. They don't believe that the world owes them anything, or that they should be treated any different. Yeah. Where, like say with Lizzo's. And the examples that we gave, they're just because they've abused their body or they've gone a bit lapse or whatever, they believe that they should be treated differently. Well, no,
you can't proclaim.
You can't just make a statement and say that this is it. I am now the industry standard. No, you're not, because model agencies are not out there scouting people like you. You're not the industry standard.
And I do think there's that subtle undertone of box ticking as well with agencies or whatever, but I just think that if you look at the biggest things, like people like that aren't necessarily on the front covers of certain things. Not that they shouldn't be. It's just that I think you can't. I don't agree with promoting a certain kind of look.
Do you think a lot of them do it because it's controversial? It gets people talking.
That's why I think that's what you were touching on.
Yeah.
The media teams maybe telling
it. Publicists going,
say this.
Right,
because we're talking about it now.
Yeah.
What can we do to make you famous? You've got, it's all going on in the world. You've got, like, for example, this. I don't even know what to refer to it anymore as
person.
If they're okay with this, but even like someone like Sam Smith. Whatever you want to refer to this person as.
Sam,
I don't want to get shot or anything. So,
again.
But it's just. I just think that. Sometimes the standard that's pushed out there, that it's not realistic, and as long as main thing that the takeaway from this is, as long as people are happy and healthy, you're not doing bad.
You're doing all right.
Yeah,
okay.
You're doing all right.
I think we should.
You've got Bryn's approval.
So entitlement. Entitlement.
You're not owed anything. You're not entitled to anything because you look a certain way or whatever. Whether it's that you're a big guy or you're overweight or whatever. A small person, a tiny person doesn't go on and expect to pay half price on a plane because they're only taking up half a seat.
Yeah.
They don't expect that, do they? So why is it okay for it to be the reverse?
It's true. Entitlement.
Yeah.
Finished?
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah, I'm
Ranted.
happy.
Entitlement. Rant over. Tune in next week.
So thanks very much for watching again, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us. Obviously, we love all the comments and that we're getting.
Like, comment and subscribe.
Like, comment and subscribe.
Like, comment and subscribe.
That's why, what did I say?
Like, subscribe and something else.
Like, comment and subscribe.
Yeah, that one.
Like, comment and subscribe, guys.
Like, comment and subscribe.